Hi, I'm Anunay Sood and you're watching me on Forbes India. So content creation, it's a very funny story because I was into growth hacking and marketing all my life. So I used to do growth hacking for other people, and I used to make them, you know, grow their accounts. So I was like, why can't, if I'm doing it for them, I can do it for myself. So that's how I started my journey. But I always had a knack for photography and traveling. So I thought that I want to showcase that side of me. I think it's not even a video. So before Reels and YouTube came, I think I am a photographer, and Instagram used to be a picture sharing platform. So I used to post pictures and I used to travel the world just so that I can see and capture those moments and show it to all of you. Reels, when it came, I think my first video was from Leh. It was a very beautiful valley that I shot, and I still remember it was the first video that I posted and it went viral. So I think it had 6 or 7 million at that time in 2020. So that time users were also not those many people were there. So it meant 6 7 million was quite a lot of number of people who were watching Reels. I think it's evolved, and even you as a creator have to evolve with it. Like I used to post pictures, then reels came in, then vlogging came in. So you have to adapt to the system. That's how you stay relevant. I think audience, it depends. Like if I am going somewhere and if I have, if it's all about virality, like people want to see, have that FOMO. Like if you show something and if they're like, oh shit, I want to be here, I want to see, witness this, then it creates a sense of feeling that people want to visit that place. So yeah, but I generally, it's a mix of both. I travel domestically also and then I go internationally also. I think people love mountains. That is where everybody wants to travel to mountains. That is what I feel. So that's the most. If you go to my feed, you'll only see mountains because I'm a mountain person. Travel. I think it's a very, in terms of, yeah, if you only consider collaborations and all, it's okay, because nowadays a lot of content creators are coming and brands are focusing more on smaller creators, because if they get a big creator, they can probably get 10 more small influencers in that same budget. And I would say they can, you have to channel your sources. Like I don't focus only on Instagram. I have multiple sources of income, and that's been the key throughout my life. Like I never quit my job. I've always started businesses, and I never considered Instagram and all these platforms to be my primary source of income. It was always secondary, and I was doing it for my passion because I loved traveling and I loved showing it to other people. So I think that's one key aspect that one should always keep in mind, because it's very like it has a shelf life. Like influencers who I looked up to are not relevant right now because they haven't adapted. So they couldn't adapt. So that's why whatever what they were doing in 2015 is not relevant now. So you have to adapt, and one should not only rely on this as a primary source of income. You can always channel it. Like I'm a travel influencer, I have a travel agency, I run Airbnbs, and you have to channel it. I think the thing that the first time how I started traveling was because I almost died. So I was too adventurous, and there was this trek that I saw. At that time, BlackBerry phones were very in. So I used to put up statuses and stories. I had a friend of mine. She had posted a picture that was really like very serene, and it didn't look like it is India. So I asked her, like, where is this place? This is back in 2010. At that time, Blackberries were there. So I saw this picture and she told me, she was also crazy. I'm from Shimla. She was also from Shimla. So she told me that there is a place called Spiti that you know it takes 3 days from Shimla to go. At that time, not many people used to go. Only foreigners used to visit at that time. So I asked her how to go, and first time I tried going, it was almost like it was snowing and it was in winters. So people told us that you are crazy, you can't go right now. So then I waited for 6 more months. When summer came, then I went. I took my car, but I was too scared. I didn't know if we'll reach Spiti or not. So I parked my car in Kalpa and then I took a bus and I went in the bus so that I could see the road, how the road is. If it's feasible, then I'll take my car. We went, we took the bus, we went to Spiti. Third day, we went to see that place was called Chandratal. So that place, the picture that I saw was called Chandratal, and I was very passionate to just visit this place anyhow. And it was not open for people to go because the roads were not clear. I was like, I have to go, I have to go. So then we trekked. So we had to trek for a day to go there from a village called Losar, because it was not, the road was not open. And then after staying there, the worst decision that we made was to not take the path that we took. So we got stuck there, and it took us 1.5 days to reach back. When we saw army people, and we were like, oh God, we are saved. Otherwise, I thought that I'm going to die there. It was a new life that we got, because when we started, when we were coming from there, the river was like you had to cross a river, and we didn't know how to cross the river. So like after trying, we were like, okay, we'll either die or we'll cross this river. So that was the one crazy story how I started traveling. I think it's very powerful, because I feel that if I want anything, if I post, I get it. Like it's as simple, because I've been in trouble a lot of times with like how adventurous I am. Like I've been to jail twice because of flying drones on places where you can't. Then I got saved also because of my subscribers. Like I just posted up a story that we are here, and then somebody called somebody, and then they called somebody, and then we were out. So it's very useful. If we get stuck somewhere, we know, okay, there's a family that I have who'll always support me. So it's very powerful.